You better hurry.
Go ahead.
2, 1. Oh my God, we're live. Oh my God.
Ta-da!
There it is. Wait. Technical difficulties today with the lighting.
It has been.
It
It has not been simplistic setting everything up today, has it?
trying to get ahead of the game and didn't work.
No, we ended up being from ahead to way. Oh, technical. Got to turn it down. Welcome to the shit show.
Yes. Yeah, let's not pull
We
forward.
have
You can see
a-
us, maybe. No,
We have a.
definitely see us here, but that's
It's going to be all right. We have a large group of
Yes.
people here to cheer us on.
token audience. We
Token
have
audience.
4.
Woo! 4.
Yes.
We got
One from
Iron
each continent.
Continent, got Iron Jack,
Yeah, we got
Freight
Brian.
Train, Baby Girl, and Ragnar are all here. I'm not going to say their real names because people that know.
They know.
That's right. All right. Who are you?
Mike House from House Family Fitness. Have a little studio in Pelham, Alabama, off of Highway 52 by the police station. I do one-on-one training. I do remote training. I do virtual training. Do small groups. I can just write programs for you. And then the whiny cohort today that is afraid of a few ants.
Not afraid of them. Just don't like them biting me. Hey, if I was wanting to get in touch with you, what's the easiest way?
Easiest way?
Yeah.
Phone number?
What is it?
205
Mhm.
542
Yeah.
1626.
Now, do you have this?
Email thing?
Yeah.
Mike at House Family Fitness. It's House Family Fitness on Facebook. It's on Instagram and housefamilyfitness.com.
Outstanding. So you have a plethora of ways people can get in touch with you.
Plethora of cyber ways. Yes.
Outstanding. Good. Hi, I'm your local dirtbag trail runner. So starting off this week, and I'm pretty sure our studio audience will chime in, I wanted to do a little public service announcement.
PSA.
A little PSA. And
spell
I am not going to be nice about this one at all when I start on my rant.
Oh dear.
And it is it's not a request. It is you need to do what you need to do what's right. Where are you going? Did you fucking give up already?
That's it.
My God, we're 3 minutes in, and Mike's, I just can't do it. I just can't fucking do it anymore.
You said you wanted to be nice.
Yep.
He said, yeah.
Okay. Our little our I don't know if it's a mantra, but the things that we live by, all of us in this group, on a day-to-day basis, are don't be an asshole, right?
Right.
But if you want to see any of us be an asshole, keep leaving your fucking trash out there. I cannot stress this enough. Stop littering. Please stop. Please stop leaving diapers and
Water
cans
bottles.
and everything else at Peavine Falls over at Oak Mountain where we're at. I went for a run today down the road. Beer cans, beer bottle. Stop. Don't throw it out the fucking window. When you get to the house, throw it in that big, tall, blue box that you have sitting there.
You have to put gas in your car, right?
Yeah, they have trash cans right
It's
there.
Right there is what one step.
One step. And
Uh-oh.
but that is a big pet peeve of
Yeah, I
mine.
rode garbage out of off Yellow Trail yesterday. It's crazy. Yeah.
Wait, well,
We went to Colorado and these huge trails like Continental Divide Trail. How much garbage did we see?
Absolutely.
Zero.
I picked up one piece on that entire trip. One piece.
It's like someone probably put it in their pocket
And it fell out. That's what it looked like. Didn't look like it was anything. I picked up a Camelback water bottle, a lid, goo packets, and something else at Wednesday Night Lights. That short little 6 miles that we do, I picked up all that. It's not difficult. I'm not saying we're all perfect. If something falls out of your pocket, if you're reaching in, you don't realize it. I get that. And you can normally tell if it's a little cap or something like that. You know, that's on it.
Or
That's
a full bottle of water that's just laying there, hadn't been opened yet. Oh,
that fell off
really
somebody.
sad.
Yeah, that fell off somebody's bike. Especially when you find those. But the other stuff that the empty beer cans that are thrown to the side, the water bottles that have been crunched up and then thrown to the side, there's no excuse for that. None at all.
Hmm.
Now, instead of bitching at people, how can you motivate, or how can we actually portray this to individuals to say, hey, you brought it in,
Bring
know,
it out.
take it with you. If you brought in a backpack and you had all this stuff in it, when you're done with it, collapse it, put it back in there. There's trash cans. There's numerous trash cans at normal trailheads and everywhere else, gas stations. You can throw it away. But how can you start getting people out of the mindset of, fuck it? Or do you think that they are just lazy as shit and you're never going to change them?
So I can't think we're never going to change them, but I see like where I work, medical patients come, they get out of their car and they throw their damn McDonald's bag right there.
For somebody else. Yeah. Somebody else would get it.
Through our deck when people are gone, I'm going, what the hell?
Bags of
This looks like, and so I like to say I'm a little skeptical about how fucked up people are, right? I think, I don't know. I think when we're out calling people, if you see someone doing it, call them out.
Just call it. Hey, you dropped this.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing you really can do
is call them out. But hey, I would think, calling someone out, don't try to set them out. Don't be like, hey, dickhead. Just be like, hey, pardon me. I don't know if you realize this, but we all use these trails. If you don't mind in taking your garbage with you, that would be great for
this.
Yeah, hey, you drop this, or hey, I'll hold your goddamn head underwater. I don't know if that's the right approach.
If you can't carry it, I can staple this to you.
I can staple this to you. You can tie it around your fucking neck like a bell.
Well, how do you stop it though? Because y'all came over 22. That bridge was put in 05, I think. So 22 was closed. So the cut through was my road. You had to come down 16, over 12, and back over to go to the same place. It's a long way around because the bridge was out. For 1 year, every day when I came home, I picked up garbage and thing because it increased traffic. People just McDonald's.
Yeah,
they carried shit from Birmingham, nukes. I'm like, there's no nukes around here, but this is in my front yard. What's up with that? I mean, why?
They're just not raised right. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, I've got to think that as well.
I don't know how you address like that level of laziness / don't care.
Somebody else will get it. That's what it is.
Like,
somebody else will do it.
It's like I got a disposal fee when I paid for my exercise, right?
Hey, Tabitha's got a good idea. She said $1 off park entry for picking up trash. That's a great thought. Have the park could put a large container or something like that, and near the ranger station or the entrance, and you can be like, hey, here you go. Here are Peabody something, and maybe that would motivate people to save money coming in and out of the park.
I mean, hell, if they leave with their own trash and go, hey, I picked this up, I don't even care. Just as long as they leave with their own trash. Yes,
they're getting $1 off, but they're not leaving it laying in the falls. You're right. We have to bring that up to the park. So hey, let's find some ways.
And I'm here to say drunkenness is no excuse because we get over the line lots of times. We always carry our shit out.
Yeah, I've never not seen us clean up.
Like no, that's part of it, right?
Yeah.
We've not abandoned the site before we cleaned it up.
That's right. Never.
We may be passed out at the site.
Yes.
It's still there.
Yes. We are still there.
Still
yes.
occupying it.
Yes. There may be shit everywhere, but there are also bodies strewn in between that. And when those bodies start moving, they'll pick shit up. I promise. I've seen it happen.
It may be unsightly for a period of time,
but it will go away.
It's going away, right?
Housekeeping.
So the big thing for us. If you take it in, take it with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I will challenge everyone. I know it's not yours. I know we'll never fix this issue, but if you're at the parks and you see it, pick it up.
That's right.
Don't walk past it. Just grab it and do it, because the next person that comes by doesn't have to see it and they get to enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it'll make you it's kind of selfish on my part, but I don't mind doing that. If I pick a bunch of stuff up and then I look back and go, that looks nice.
Well, most people, if they see there's nothing on the trail, they're not going to drop anything. But if they come across a water bottle, they go,
Somebody else did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just throw it to the side.
Would be curious to ask somebody, say, why do you litter?
It would be nice to have a conversation with them.
It's like,
Yeah, just ask.
why?
When's
Mm-hmm.
the last time you saw an anti-littering commercial? I can remember when we were kids and there was, you always saw the Indian with the Indian crying.
Yeah, that's true. You don't see those anymore.
No.
I do have the distinction of I've been scolded by anti-litter.
anti-litter got you.
I was running when it was 95, and she said, "You're going to have a heat stroke, fucktard." Get off the road. It's like,
So you were scolded, but not for littering.
not for littering. It's like, no.
Okay.
And actually, Matt's got our buddy Xerxes even have a deeper story we can share in our bonus session.
We could. You
Our
can share that.
bonus session.
Yeah.
It's getting to where you're seeing a lot of masks, used masks.
Use masks, use gloves in parking lots and all that. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a never-ending saga. Just
A lot of people think rat butts and litter when they're flipping them out the window.
those will return to their natural format in 3,700 years. It'll be all right.
I mean, you pull up to a stop sign and look down there, and all you see is just piles of cigarette butts.
Yeah, it's
Looking for positive examples of how to change that.
positive examples. Y'all send them in. Just
How to
if you
motivate
see
people,
something,
yeah.
if you see something, if you guys have ideas to motivate and all that, the big thing for us is if you bring it in, take it out. If you see something, even though it's not yours, pick it up and remove it. We want everybody to be able to see, how pretty the country is. Rant over.
Rant over. Off the soapbox.
Okay.
On to real topics.
Real topic number one that we've been thinking about and want everybody's input. We go back and we've talked about this before, but really want to address it again because I think this is something that we really got to stay on top of. How do you guys stay motivated through the heat, through COVID, through just
Events.
mental fatigue? You know what I mean? We all run year round. So how do you deal with that? I don't want to run today, or I don't want to go to the gym. What are some of the things that you guys do to help push through that? For me today, I'll just lead this off. I'm going to say it out loud.
Yep.
I left at 12:30 and I did 6 road miles. That's exposed. That's heat. That's asphalt. That's fucking miserable.
Somebody check his temperature.
COVID.
COVID. Did 6 road miles. And I'm gonna tell you right now, when I got back to the house, I needed that. For whatever reason it was, that brought me back. Because I didn't do shit yesterday. I have been in that slump of not really wanting to run since we got back from Colorado. And I went out and made myself do that today.
Yeah, relax for the rest of the day.
Yeah, it felt great. I wanted to do something a little uncomfortable. And so I ate pork chop, mashed potatoes, and then got all my running gear. And then off I went in the heat for 6 miles. It was fucking miserable for the first 2. And then everything kind of worked its way out.
Settled.
And I was good. And I really enjoyed the last 4 and it brought back, it made me look forward to go run tomorrow.
Yeah, the hard thing is like not having events or things you want to get to. So you have an event on the calendar. You're gonna ramp up to it.
Yes.
Do
And
it,
you're gonna do the work. Yes.
And then, but right now there's like
Nothing.
it's hard to get those rest weeks put in, right? Because you need them, but it's why? It's like I've not done this hard thing, right? So that's keeping that sort of like routine going. I think is like
That is hard.
Well, all right. So one of the got 2 things. Tabitha said that she needs long-term and short-term are different for her. She's good with long term, but short term is what she struggles with. Now, hold on. I'm good at long term motivation, but not short term, which is why signing up for races helps me. So she's probably been struggling a little bit because we haven't had a whole lot of races for her to sign up and train for.
Mhm.
I agree with that, Holly. Like you got something out there.
Yes, you can train for that. And I'm struggling with that too. Drew said that a
You
life
signed up for
size
anything? No.
No, Drew said that a life size fat head of DC on his living room wall. I just asked what I'm wearing. I need to know what I'm wearing in that life size. Because if it's mesh, you're damn
Khakis.
right. You're damn
Khakis.
right. That's going to motivate him to get out of his house.
Yes.
Mount DC, yeah.
Or where you want to stay?
Mhm.
That'd be the question.
You get to where you're going to run with other people. I mean, if you drive to Oak Mountain and you got other people you're going to run with, you're going to go ahead and run.
That's right. Yep.
If you just get away from your house and get to where you're going to run at, a lot of it's not that hard once you get there. You're going to run because you're there with everybody else.
Yep, that's true. I read a thing this morning going through that, and it made sense. One of the articles I read said, when you get up, put your workout or running clothes on.
Yes.
If you're going to go do that, put those items on. Don't stay in pajamas. Get up, and when you put those on, it kind of starts shifting your mind over to, well, I've got these on, I might as well.
Yeah.
And I would have never thought it would be something so simplistic as to put
Get
that
dressed,
kind of
ready for it.
Yeah, get dressed and ready for it.
Yeah. So like when you got a client that's like kind of floundering, how do you like help them out with the motivation thing?
Well, everybody's a little different. You have to how to poke somebody. Like somebody like this one enjoys the suffer. I enjoy the suffer, so I like try to get them to like, hey, we're gonna have a suffer fest today. Other people, it's like, hey, look, you can't be a rock star every day. I want you to get out of bed, and whatever you do is gonna be better than nothing. Some people eat that up. I don't know, just trying to find the right way of poking that person, because some people are competitive, some aren't.
I know.
Yeah, that's different.
Everybody's different. And I thought of it different. I thought of a couple of different. Get out of the mindset. Goes back to kind of the littering thing, but I don't want to run today. But I'm going to grab a small trash bag. I'm just going to go to Pevon. I'm going to walk down. I'm going to walk back. I'm just going to pick up trash. I'm not running. I'm going to go just pick up trash. You're still moving. Your body's still doing something. You're not sitting on the couch. And mentally, you're accomplishing something as well.
Yeah.
I thought
Twofold.
you don't want to run. Take your family to the zoo. You can get 3 miles. Right?
Yeah, DC likes the zoo.
I like the zoo.
He likes the zoo.
I like the zoo. Yeah. Inside joke for y'all that don't know, but yep, take them to the zoo. They love the zoo.
They like the zoo.
Just go watch Rocky. How's that?
Yeah. Like 2 minutes into Rocky.
2 minutes into Rocky. Yes. But I thought about that. You can still get a couple miles walking in there, and you're supporting if you don't want to do that, the botanical gardens are nearby. You can go walk those and get a mile in. Think outside the box is what I'm getting at to get some miles in. Right?
Yeah, you don't have to climb to King's Chair. You can go to the zoo. You can go to the zoo.
You can go to the zoo. You can go to the botanical gardens. You can go to a public pool and swim some laps. You know what I mean? Get your body moving. Go to the lake. Go to something.
Lots of people have this notion they can't do it. So getting them started is like the $1 million thing.
It is.
Right? I've never done that before. Oh no, I can't walk.
That's uncomfortable. I'm not going to do it. No.
So that's one I think that getting people to get to buy in, to say, hey, it's going to be better. This is going to be worthwhile. Anyone to start like Topless, for example. He seems like he's run for a long time, but it's clear not so long ago he wasn't doing shit.
Nothing.
Right. Yeah.
Right? And so I don't. He might be a good person to say, what triggered in your head to say, stop sitting on my ass and start doing something, right?
Yeah, he's good. Justin just threw a comment in there that said that he's kind of in our mentality. The day it quits being fun, the day it's a grind, then that's when it's it's you.
Without an event, that makes it. It's like
Yeah, without an event.
Without an
it's
event.
like who wants to do it, right?
Why
Yeah.
am I abusing myself? Yes.
Yeah, it's very hard to do that. And
That's what I've loved about like the Great Virtual Race Across Tennessee and the Run Forest Run is that it's huge. It's not something you can get done in one
Is
day.
it huge or huge?
Huge.
Okay. Just wondering. We had that conversation over last week. Yeah.
We do. Hey, come on, House. He's got the 3-second pause for so now. So like,
So
yeah, I it's very, very much on the forefront whenever I'm having a conversation with somebody.
great.
Yes.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it
Well,
is
I can help.
absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
Fucking hate you. Yeah, see,
We have
Tabitha,
comments?
listen, yeah, Tabitha's saying, allow yourself to have bad days. You're not going to enjoy every run, hike, bike. You're not going to enjoy every one of them. And then make it okay to say, today sucks. Absolutely.
Can't be a rock star every day.
You cannot. Some days you may get on the bike or you may run and get a mile into it and go, that's it. I'm going home. I'm going to turn the fucking sprinkler on and I'm going to drink beer and sit in a chair.
And I'm gonna watch the zoo on TV.
That's right. I'm not doing this today.
yeah, so I watched something today because we're still like on Colorado's Jonesing. It's like Joe. Shit, he's a black diamond athlete. Did a Nolan 14er. So you start off at mass. You do a little plot, like 14 of them. You do them in 2 days or something like that. But he's got this narrative where he's talking, where he's like trying to be in the moment. Then I got this competitive shit happening, and I just like felt, it's like, the range of emotions you would have over 2 days of something hard. He kind of puts out little bits of. But I think everybody, if you're trying, you hear that, right? I just want to be one with the earth, and then I'm going to pass that goat, or
Yeah, that is hard to struggle, and I'm glad you brought that up because we never said it, and I know Jack will vouch this with me. We never said it when we climbed Massive. We passed people, okay, and we got up to a certain point of Massive, and both of us turned around looking to see, are those people close, okay. And then you could look up and you could start seeing people. And we started catching and passing. And it brings out in him probably more than me. And when you start passing people, it's faster. And I can catch that motherfucker now. Nothing's ever said. Nothing's said, but that's the way it was. Same thing when we went out Albert. We can catch that one. We can catch. It doesn't have to be said out loud. I just know when we start moving, I know what's happening. And I'm all in. I'm all in, and I do it with him. But it happens, and then you keep looking behind you. Nope, they're not catching. Nope, they're not gaining. We're good. And you keep, and I know that because you have that nobody else is racing, but Jack and I. Nobody else has a fucking clue that we're dead set on catching them.
But we're also doing the same thing they're doing. It's like there, like we hike and stop. Like
Yeah.
when we make a call, like whoever called Uncle first, you were ready to sit. You were ready to cool it down. Man. It's like okay, but that has more to do with like altitude. But yeah,
Yes.
absolute truth.
Well, see,
You're
that's
fighting
your
on chasing
motivation
your
is
ass.
to
Like,
catch
you
the
know,
person in front of you.
Yes, that's
But
motivation.
What if you're the person that's getting passed? How do you motivate them? Aha! Well, if people
you're
always-
doing well. Good job. Follow this ass. Something. That's usually what I know.
No. Doesn't work out so well.
Yeah, usually they do a good job when they pass you.
Chums, yeah, as they're passing you. Good.
If they think you're the guy who passed, it's like you got to go. Okay, don't panic.
Exactly. Don't panic.
Yeah.
I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah. They're doing the same thing. I guess for staying motivated and all that, it is an individual thing.
Very.
It truly, I mean, you really can't. There's not one, one size fits all on that. I think the biggest thing is stay open minded, don't get discouraged, and mix it up a little bit. If you have an old bike in the garage, clean it up. Jump on it, pedal a little bit. Maybe that'll bring the excitement back, the love for it. Do what Freight did. Freight said, "I'm not going to run," but Freight did.
Don't do it, Freight. Don't ever do it, Freight.
But Freight did 50 miles over 24 hours. 8.35.
Yep.
8.35 miles every 4 hours. Freight's driveway is 0.2.
It was like it's like 0.075.
0.075 is Freight's driveway. So so just to describe this, you go turn off the road, go down the driveway, and then he's got a little popsicle at the bottom of it. You can make a little loop, and then back right up to the top of the driveway. Yeah, and it's a hill. It ain't no joke. 0.075.
Or
So
3/4.
3/4.
No, 0.075.
0.075.
0.075.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like a little over 12 laps to a mile.
Yes.
It's kind of, yeah. Vomit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he went out every 4 hours and started and ran 8.35 in his driveway. That's mixing it up. That is 100% mental, though. I know that when you went out at midnight last night.
So you did 48 laps every time? 48 laps?
No.
No, it was
100 and.
It was 100 and something each time.
8 miles, man.
Yeah, 100
Oh,
and
8
some,
miles.
yeah,
Hey.
8.35, 100 and something laps each time. That's up his driveway, down his driveway loop, up his driveway, down his driveway
I
loop.
just did the loop. I didn't go up the driveway.
Oh, you didn't? You just did the loop?
I just did the loop.
So
God.
we
You go
should-
fast, turn left.
competitive,
Did you do it backwards any? Like
I
turn
did.
right? Okay.
Every other time I do it the other way.
But there's a competitive aspect to this too, because we know somebody who did something similarly stupid, only
Mhm.
twice as long stupid.
But we weren't going to talk about it.
Yeah, but we are.
We are going to talk about it.
but so we know somebody else who did something stupid like that with a slightly longer loop for 50K.
Yeah.
He said, "Well, I'm just supposing." He goes,
I can do this.
"I can do that. If you can do that, I can do this, right?"
Yeah. But you know what?
Challenge is there.
Now the challenge is there, and I'm not going to lie to you. Knowing that Rev did that, knowing that Freight did what he accomplished, knowing when we went with David, when David decided he's running from his house to fucking Lake Martin, it has really got me starting to think that I need to do something. I mean, it's got me thinking I need to do that. I need to do something to.
Let's use a word like the actions people do. It's like we can call it like, extending the sport, right, or advancing.
Yeah, advancing the sport.
Like some new trick, right? We're gonna do a new trick this week. Maybe a stupid trick.
So you're going to run up and down the driveway for 100 miles?
Up and down the driveway
Or, yeah.
from where we're sitting
So there, yeah.
to right there, not the road,
No.
just to right there.
Yes.
I can't go
No.
to Joe's and back.
Nope.
Yeah, fuck that. No.
Just
Man,
offer it.
person we're doing the same thing you are. That's correct. Yeah, Morgan's right. Morgan, we're talking about passing people. And Morgan's like, we're doing the same thing you are. Even though we're getting passed, we're still doing the same thing you are. Same
Exactly.
distance,
Same
same.
distance, same
Yeah.
work. Four
Yeah,
times
she said we're
distance
just
is
with a
same work.
different group of people. And if you're last, you're beating the sunset. That's true. Absolutely.
Yeah, beating the sunset.
Is that what it's called?
Sometimes.
Freight? Beating the sunset?
Is that a code word there?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
Good.
With all that, with challenging yourself, things that Freight did, stuff like that, and that inspires others to step out of their comfort zone and go, hey, I'm looking forward to doing some dumb shit, if you want to call it that, right?
I hope not, man.
I think it does.
Don't.
But you did it, though. You finished. Yeah.
So Freight does what he does, and and all that, and people have big training weeks. Where do you stand on recovery? Like some people think that you should train. So, God, fuck. Freight did his challenge this weekend.
Mhm.
If he decides I'm not running, I may not run for a week.
He will.
But if he says I'm not running for a week because mentally I'm exhausted, I just want to eat, have a few beers, and do nothing, do you encourage that?
Yes.
From your point of view, training wise, Jim, if somebody tries to set a PR and they have this magnificent week or they run, what do you tell people that go, hey, you don't have to do that?
You can't do it every day. You can't do it every day. You have to
Okay.
have built-in recovery, especially if you do something big. Now, the definition of recovery will differentiate between people. Somebody that's fairly new, recovery might be kind of just chilling at the house, walking to the mailbox, getting some good food back in their system. Where somebody like Freight that runs all the time, his recovery, he takes off today, but tomorrow he's going to go for 3 miles. It's going to be an easy 3 miles.
Okay.
But he's not trying to achieve a goal. He's just getting his body moving.
Okay.
But you have to have recovery to get benefit.
And now when does recovery start turning into I'm trying to slacking. There you go. When does recovery start turning into, hey, now it's time to I've learned from being with you on certain things, like the workout we did last week with back squats, and then you step from back squats into lunges, never removing the load from you. The next day, that's probably the sorest I've been in a long time.
Oh, good.
But I got out for a small jog and got everything.
And
your
guess intensity level was what?
Oh, it's low.
Low.
Low, very
So
low.
That's
But
considered a recovery.
But I got out. Okay, so that's still considered. So sitting on the couch eating ice cream and or popcorn, that could be recovery.
It could be a mental recovery.
Or mental recovery, or getting out and hey, I normally run this loop at 7-minute pace, but today I'm going to walk it. It's still
At 15, I'm going to hike it at 15-minute pace. Yes.
still recovery.
Yes. You're letting the body recoup and absorb.
My man Charles is watching.
Oh, yeah. Well, we got 7 continents right there.
We do have 7 continents. So your advice to individuals that are debating or on the fence about recovery, mentally and physically. So if you would mentally, what do you recommend for individuals that just want that? Nothing.
Just step back. Just nothing. Just mind. Just nothing. I mean, go for a walk. I mean, you can read a book. You can. I don't know, for mental recovery.
Watch Big Brother.
Watch Big Brother.
That's a show on CBS. People go into a house.
Still?
Yeah, still there.
Yeah, still there?
Mhm.
I turn TV on. Anyway.
Oh, okay. All right.
And just not, I don't know, you don't have to get after it every day, like every day towards your recovery.
Okay. So just taking a day. Every individual will be different, but for a mental recovery, find something that you enjoy, that you find relaxing. If Freight likes, I know Freight loves to read, right?
Yes.
Jack may sit on that new big twin swinging bed on the back porch that's all screened in and have a Modelo, and that may be his. I'm gonna be here for a couple hours and I'm great.
Yeah.
Baby girl, what do you sit on the back, watch the birds and the cats?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Burger going.
Don?
I'm bad about taking too much recovery, it seems like. I don't know.
Lay in the pool?
Yeah, I don't know. I just soon lay by the pool in the shade as to get in the pool. Lay on the recliner,
Yeah.
in the air conditioning. I work outside in the heat all day, so I'd rather be inside in the air conditioning.
See, yeah.
And just turn it off.
Yeah, and just turn it off. And same thing kind of with physically?
Yes.
All right. So what do you do, Jack? What do you do to when you want a recovery day?
I'll do it different. Like when you talk to John Dagnon, my situation requires that I got to rest more than you guys. Bottom line, I have to. So I think it's the key to, like, I guess they call it active rest.
Mhm.
But you're not doing anything, but you're still moving around, whether it's walking the dog or
Just walking the dog.
But
Yes.
if you have a badass weekend,
What are you doing?
you're still day. But
Nothing.
you know what helps it? Like
Moving.
Even that afternoon, like a couple hours after hard effort, move some. It gets things. I mean, I think there's science that concerns about flushing lactic acid or whatever. But the simple fact is, it's like simple movement of walking around the house or things.
Do
like that.
more than activities of daily life. Just
Yeah.
there's some things you have to do. Just add just a little bit.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like, I'm curious. I like to do other things, anyways, right? So I just wish we had more opportunities like this to do things like surf or ski or in between the things we're doing like all the time. I think that's where the people back to like love of Colorado. Shit, if you don't wanna
Everybody's
run
doing
today,
something.
You can like run with a burro or get on a mountain bike or
You gonna hike in to go fishing? Yes.
Yeah.
So having options, and we have options here too. That's all I'm a bad thing.
I still enjoy going. For me, one of the big recoveries. So I'll get a little ultralight pole and that Joe Tucker Park or whatever in Helena, and I'll walk that little pond.
Helena.
You know what the fuck it's at. And
Just making sure.
and I'll catch little 10-inch, 12-inch bass. She'll catch 10 or 12 of them just walking that loop. Man, by the time I leave there, I'm gonna go down the line. What are you doing to recover?
I haven't done anything today. I have been dead today. But I'm probably gonna go home and cut the grass.
That's a great recovery, actually.
All right, so
Riding
I'm
the
kind
lawnmower,
of
pushing the mower,
yeah, I don't
weeding. That's
yeah,
what
I
I
don't
did
I don't
yesterday.
know what's going on here. So,
You don't know?
well, I mean, one of them says beating the sunset. Now he's saying cutting the grass. Are you? I mean, or is it these? I mean, is that actually what's happening? You're cutting the grass.
The grass may get sunset. It may be a crazy night.
Trimmed at sunset.
Yeah. Okay. All
Crazy
right.
night at the train house.
All right.
Game
And-
on.
Right. So for you, you'll go back and you'll mow, and mentally for you, I guess that's one less thing on your plate. That helps you relax later in the week.
Yeah, when I come home and everything, and that's taken care of. I mean, I'll feel better about that.
But you also did something big, right? So
Yeah.
how much time you take, it's kind of a function of what you did.
What you did and what
Yeah,
you've
right.
been doing. Yeah.
So a day off after doing a 50 miler is not, that's like,
Yeah, that's okay.
yeah, it's like,
Absolutely, that's okay. What do you do, baby? Yeah. What do you do, baby girl?
I'll play golf sometimes. Just to relax.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So for recovery, you're still moving and all that, but you're not out running. You're not out.
Something different.
That's all right. What about you? You haven't spoke up really what you do for.
A recovery day? I mean, I have this little thing I do, like a little yoga session thing. I call it my yoga. And I actually do handful of sit-ups, handful of push-ups, like swing a kettlebell around. It's not like physically fatiguing, but it's to keep moving, and it makes a huge difference because I'm a guy that's 2 days out that gets like really sore.
Yeah.
If I do something big.
Okay.
Like today, my recovery was riding the lawnmower.
Yeah, I try to sleep in too. Like I'll sleep in.
Go to bed.
time.
Yeah.
I go to bed
have,
early. Yeah.
It's as weird as it seems. I'm now learning that.
You're getting old. Wow.
Well, I mean, my body's still up, but I'm learning to go. I have no reason. I was up
Get
at.
like 8 hours at least.
Well, I was up at. I didn't go to bed last night till probably midnight, almost midnight, but I was still up at 5:45 this morning. I'm still awake, and I realized I have no reason to. I really don't. I'm not getting up to go run. There's nothing that needs to be done in this house that can't be done. And I went back to bed. I got up at like 7:15 or something like that. Huge difference. It was the way my body felt. That
It's
extra
huge, too.
hour, whatever.
Like there was a review of a book in Outside Magazine last year about recovery, and the one thing they have absolute proof of is sleep is the best thing ever for recovery. I mean, you can drink all the damn drinks you want in the world and other things, but getting 8, 9, 10 hours of sleep has been tested scientifically.
What
as
if-
we're winner.
What about masturbation?
I think it's like
It helps you sleep, though, right?
It does help you sleep. I mean, I like a baby.
Sort of relaxes you pretty good.
It does.
It's like,
It does.
dang, like I think that's like worst ways you could like
Worst ways yet.
they
Yep.
are.
So, yeah, what'd you do tonight? Well, I took 3 Tylenol PM and it was a race to the end, baby.
Yeah.
Who's finishing first, the brain or? Too much for you?
Mhm.
Yeah, was it? Took Mike to the edge and we all jumped. He was like, nope.
Yeah.
With recovery and everything, you also have to bring up diet.
Nutrition. Yes. Everybody has a diet.
Everybody has a diet. And I'm really
Good.
want your insight on this. And you guys as well. I try to eat well. I'm
By definition of.
I do not eat fast food. I will eat Jesus' chicken, but I do not consider that fast food.
It is pretty fast, though.
It is
It is so fast.
and delicious.
Slower, though. And when you get it, you have a blessed day.
I know it.
Always.
I mean, like everything changes.
Oh. Sunglasses.
What I'm getting at is
Yeah,
I don't eat
Drop like
McDonald's.
40
I don't
bucks,
eat Taco Bell. I don't eat any of these restaurants. Nothing. If you want to eat them, eat them. It's just not mine. And I try to eat meat and 3 pretty much. Vegetables, starch, meat for my meals. But I have a couple of vices that I know are not conducive to, a stellar athlete. Maybe.
Mhm.
But how much do you honestly think that affects? Do you think your body adapts to? I get up in the morning, I eat potato, eggs, and bacon. That's kind of my fries potato up, egg, bacon, and I take a multivitamin. Do you think that the beer has that much aversive effect, or how much? You look at Courtney DeWalter. Courtney DeWalter eats like a drunk 12-year-old. She'll tell you that. Eats nachos, drinks beer, and she's she's a great athlete. Now I know genetics go into that, but
Mhm.
but on the average human being here,
It's a great chemistry experiment.
Jack, how's your diet?
You probably consider it crappy.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing: I've had high cholesterol for a long time, and I tried to do like restricted diets for a while.
Make how
Yeah.
much difference?
Well, it didn't change the cholesterol very much, and it stressed me the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going, well, hell, I'm going to die of a heart attack from something else besides cholesterol because I'm like worried about how much chicken I can eat or this or that, right? So I like a lot of times we go with this sort of like moderation theme about like don't go crazy one way or the other. That's where I sit. We try to do fresh foods and vegetables. I'm above getting a quarter pounder of cheese. Hell no.
Yeah.
I do.
But
love
you're not
food.
doing it every day.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
And that's the thing. I don't go every day. I try to hell, who can afford it, right? Making your
Right.
food is like where you can like fix your butts a lot of times. So
Yes.
there's a couple
Charlie's
factors in that, right?
Cheapskate, yes.
Yeah. So, yes, I'm far more like medium. I have a notion. The other part of that equation is this: what would it get me to live this, I don't know, high-end performance or saintly life?
Exemplary diet
Right.
and all that. Yeah.
I don't think it's getting me a whole lot, right?
Yeah, I don't, and say I'm on board with you. I don't
Yeah,
I don't
okay,
believe
so-
it's going to get me.
I'm not in contention for any damn national championship or prize money or anything like that. It's like I'm gonna be happy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, same. What about you?
I try to eat pretty well, and I do eat pretty well, most of the time. But you talk about Courtney DeWalter. I mean, that's when I run. It is embarrassing how much sugar goes into this body. But it's but you know that's when I run, and then I don't when I'm not. You know,
Your beer?
and
Yeah. Yeah.
but you know that's what it
It's
takes
one of these.
to go on it.
Bitter. Okay. So you try to do that, baby girl. Do you have a diet, or do you?
Yeah, I try to be. I'm trying to do better.
Like
man.
Zaxby's. That's his diet.
I mean, I'm
This
trying
is
to get
right there.
better.
Are you? Yeah. Oh, is that? Oh, yeah. Zaxby's and all that. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He walks
I used
down
to.
there.
I used to
Norm!
get. I used
John!
to get. Yeah, John. I used to get on his ass about that.
It used to be. I'm trying to get better.
Are you?
It's not as much fast food. It'll be more like restaurant stuff. I go out.
He has to
Thing is,
wait
the
for
goal
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with that being said, Chom's, you know, baby girl eats out pretty regularly, but still, when that temperature drops around right now, y'all need to know, baby, he doesn't like the heat. But y'all need, when it gets 60, 70 degrees, he'll run you into the fucking dirt off that diet. You know? And then I'm real curious about yours, Don, because Don, just so y'all know, Ragnar, the voice you're fixing to hear,
Fixing.
will tell
Fixing
you I didn't really train much, but then he will go out and do 100 fucking miles, you know, and he said no, he has no quit. There's no quit in him. So does your diet even come into play on all that kind of stuff?
I really don't have a diet.
He likes cheeses.
I pretty much eat and whatever I'm in the mood for, that's what I want to eat that day. I usually tell Mona, said I want something good tonight. If she ain't cooking it, we're going somewhere nice to eat. That's what it means. But it don't matter during the daytime. If like on the way down here, I just grabbed a hamburger and an apple pie. You know,
From what establishment?
From Jack's.
From Jack's? Was it delicious?
Local.
I thought it was good.
Hey, man.
It was just a little
Worse than
appetizer,
mine.
but I don't really have a diet. I pretty much just eat whatever.
that is not fucking surprising.
Not a
Yeah,
bit.
you do have a diet. Yes. Diet is what you consume.
It's almost like, you know, I'm old enough now. It seems like it don't matter what you eat, you got to eat something.
That's true.
You know, I'm hungry, and it really don't matter what I eat as long as I'm not hungry anymore.
Yeah. So calories. As long as I'm getting calories in, I'm good.
For me, man, if I eat like shit, I feel like shit. So
And
Garbage
see,
in, garbage out.
yeah. See, that's me. I know that.
if I eat like fruit, like yogurt or something in the mornings, it's not-
I think the more
feel
you like,
good.
the more you like go to this like, for lack of better word, clean eating,
Yeah.
the less tolerant you are of greasy other things, right? It's like it's the one way
Your
when you
body
get there, you go,
really
"It's
does.
just, nope, I don't like.
Because you
that."
build a tolerance to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't hardly smell like McDonald's and stuff. I used to
COVID.
I used to love McDonald's French fries like that. Like, oh shit. Now I smell it and I'm like,
Mm.
"Ugh."
I don't hardly like any French
I can't.
fries.
McDonald's hurts these days.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
So it's
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
You did have the pause going like spot on early on. You're like you were. Well, we're talking.
I eat a lot of
I would definitely avoid it.
What's there?
Do you have advice, recommendations? Because each individual, we just went through and you could hear that everyone is mindful for the most part of what they're eating. But for individuals that are kind of struggling with that, do you have, eat what makes you feel good, eat what, because you got to be mentally happy and all that. You can't, like Jack said, you can't just jump all in on, I'm going vegetarian or I'm going vegan, because if you're mentally
No.
absolutely fucking
much, yes.
miserable, you're never going to be able to push yourself to do anything.
You'll never do it. Yes. I mean, it's a chemistry experiment anyway, because what works for me and works for Jack can be two different things. You know, what works for you is going to be different than me, maybe. Jums, you know, he could eat like the garbage diet and be just fine. He could be that freak of nature.
Yeah.
But you have to try something and try it and like wholeheartedly try it for like a month.
Yeah, well, I
If you're
tell
going to
you,
do
man,
the
cutting
keto,
out
if you're
like
going to
fast
do
food, I'm doing
Mediterranean,
a
if you're
lot
going to do Whole Foods, whatever, Whole 30, you have to do it for 1 month, and then you can see how exactly everything affects you.
Okay, so 1 month. So if anybody who is looking to
Mhm.
adjust their diet or change their diet, they need to give it 1 full month.
1 full month, and then you can add stuff back in, and then you know how it affects you.
But
Okay.
you know, those people are going to. That's the problem. Getting the buy-in because they will see success, right?
Yes.
Whether it's big success or moderate success, they will have it. That's guaranteed, right?
Yep.
But committing to that is the problem. That's
Yeah, it's not
Because it's
not
inconvenient.
simple.
It's inconvenient.
I agree with that. And I
What?
think when you
What
change
are you
your
looking at?
diet up, you'll
We
find
have
out,
time?
you know,
When are we
the
on
first
time?
couple of weeks, it's
Mhm.
going to tear up your stomach.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, it's
that's
going to
not
tear
what
up your
you're
stomach.
used to.
Oh yeah, yeah. When my
But
wife
once you
swapped
get
over to
used it or get your stomach, you know.
yep, when my wife swapped over to keto, there was
Processed
all
foods.
these warnings. You know, if you go whole hog, be prepared.
You're going to feel like you had the flu. You're going to do this.
Yep, you're going to do all that kind of stuff. So just be prepared if you're going
That
to
was a
change your
great use
diet.
of the word, though. So just be prepared.
Yeah.
See, that works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Be prepared if you're going to change that. And do not get roped into somebody that says, this diet was great for me. I lived off oranges and rat's asshole, and I lost 47 pounds, and I became an athlete. Doesn't mean it's going to work for you.
Correct. Big chemistry experiment.
Big.
Yeah, the thing is, that they're not wrong. I mean, they're just telling you what worked for them right then.
Yep.
Mhm.
You know, because I have done keto and intermittent fasting, and lost like 25 pounds, and it was great. And I tried it again a year later because I had gotten off of it and some had come back. Tried it again a year later, and I was miserable, and it didn't work.
Now, and had your lifestyle, just a quick question.
Mhm.
A year prior, were you running and doing all the stuff that you were doing, or were you still just at
No, I was mostly doing CrossFit.
at CrossFit? Now, where were you doing CrossFit at?
CrossFit Alabaster.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's the Holsies. Is that
Yeah.
that them? Yeah. Just big shout out to them. Sponsor. Again.
Sponsorship. Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Not even looking at it. Vote for her for city council if you live in Helena or Helena or whatever you want to fucking call it.
It'd be Alabaster.
She doesn't live in Alabaster. She's running for Helena.
That's called
Helena? Huh.
Helena.
Yeah.
Huh?
Huge. Can you say it?
Huge. I can say it.
Huge. The H must be silent in West Texas.
I grew up in East Texas. Dick.
I never knew how to be like the damn phonics guy, but yeah.
Oh yeah, hooked on phonics worked for me. This motherfucker.
He's like,
It's not. No, it's not that he's like, hey,
It's
you
huge.
He's like,
huge. Huge.
he's
Come
like,
on, my cousin
it's not
Vinny.
like he's saying you use that in the wrong context or you're not very intelligent. No. He's just poking fun at the fucking way I say it. Everything else is right. It's in the
It's
context.
Alina.
So, but
Elena?
That's what I enjoy about this show is just the sexual tension between you two.
I will tell you guys, and the car ride to Colorado, you know how many times we heard that?
Yes.
What? But the banter between us two?
I'm not
That
gonna
thing,
lie
like,
to you. What?
H sound like noise, like shit. It's like going, wow, 442 times. But it's like,
Good times.
We still got down 6,000 miles to go.
Yes.
so, who's doing the tip today?
What's just the tip today?
Well,
Pick up your shit.
just the tip is it's two things today.
Wow.
One.
Two tips.
Two tips. Double
Swipe.
swipe today.
Yeah.
What?
The first tip is this. if you decide to go to, you know what? If you decide just to fucking get out of bed in the morning and live life, we as a country, as the world, make these containers. They could be round, they could be square, they could be a rectangle, they could be all different shapes and sizes, but they are designed for you to put your fucking trash in. And when you get out of bed in the morning, if you would just do that, if you would just, I don't want this. Look, there's one of those boxes, and put it in it. It'd be great. All bullshit aside, if you go somewhere and you take shit in, take it out with you.
Mhm.
And just don't throw stuff out of your car. Just please, just stop. Just put it where refuse.
Refuse.
Did I say that correctly?
Yeah.
Put it where it goes. And that's my tip for that. And the second one is that I want your guys' input on this. All right. And I'm very curious if anything has changed. Nipple play, yes or no?
No.
Jack?
Yes.
Sure.
Sure.
Yes.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
You're the odd man out.
Oh,
Odd man out. Okay, I don't have just a tip. I was just trying to use that to rant about litter and talk about nipple play again. Do you have just a tip?
Use that. Use guys like huge.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Huge.
Huge. Huge.
Huge.
All
Elena.
fucking day.
Elena.
All of it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, okay, that's good.
To be honest, if you're gonna
To
try
be
to
honest.
quote, if you're
To
gonna
be
quote
honest,
me,
that's right.
cunt, it's to be honest.
To be honest, I'm gonna be honest with you.
It is like this between him and I.
You're supposed to pronounce the
He could
U
not,
before the G.
House could not let one instance go.
Not one.
Not one.
It's huge. Really?
And that is it.
Because it hurts my ears.
No,
All right, then fine.
No,
Grande.
when he uses H,
Grande. Yeah.
Grande. I'll just start saying grande.
Perfect.
just don't say H. Is that one annoying?
Well, how do you say it?
Helena.
Yeah.
I say it just like that.
Yeah. Huh.
And how do I say it?
Helena.
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 Oh, yeah, well,
Yeah, that
Helena.
sounds different.
Yeah,
Now
it
you're
is.
saying
Now, how do you say huge?
huge.
Huge, right?
Huge.
Huge.
Yeah, see?
Huge.
See that? Huge.
Helena.
Huge. Like huge.
So that's kind of like Mount
It's
DC,
lazy.
right?
And Mount DC.
Mind I said what I said. Sticking with it.
Awesome.
If I'm describing something as being large or grande and I say that's huge,
But
you
you're
know what the
leaving
fuck I'm talking about.
Leave the top end off though.
All right. Do you have just a tip?
No.
Jack,
Nope.
Freight, any advice for people? Don't run the driveway like you did.
Yeah, don't run the 0.07 mile loops. Yes.
Baby girl, any just a tip?
No, man.
Don?
I don't know.
No tips today.
Nobody
Oh,
got it.
legalize
Keep running,
marijuana
man.
in Alabama.
Yeah.
I did read. Well, didn't read. I watched a thing with Bill Maher. I don't know if y'all Bill Maher fans or not. Just watch Bill Maher. And some senators, Democrat senators, have proposed that. Just saying, hey, look, you got states. You guys are still standing there. Fuck it. Legalize it. And I'm just gonna say this, that I think Biden and Harris need to, if they're smart, they'll jump all over that.
Kamala? Is that how you say it correctly?
Yeah.
Kamala.
Think they'll do it federally?
Is it
Yeah,
Kamala
they
or
say
is it
like
Kamala? I thought it was Kamala
I
Harris.
know she
No,
was
it's
born
Kamala.
All right,
all aboard at one point.
Kamala. All right, we'll see.
Well,
But,
that'd be a good thing.
All in favor, say aye.
Uh,
All right, there you
All
go,
those
guys.
opposed? Motion passed.
Motion passed. Here, we just fucking solved that issue for you.
It's all
For free.
Man, we won't even charge you for that.
We need to go consult somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Miss
that's
you
it.
already. Yep.
Miss you already. Love you. Bye.
7 people.
Insane.
Can you fucking hit the button?
No.
Jesus Christ.
Down here, they just jumped on a swing and swung by.
Oh, yeah.
In the background,
Yeah.
she's like,
I came in like a wrecking ball.
going in shorts, man. Going in shorts.
God, that would have been fucking great.
They're going
Someone naked back there one day, like,
It's just like Monty Python-ish. Yeah. And somebody sitting on a stool going, John will do it.
Hey, that was pretty good.
Dying over here.
13 people max. We never went below 7. It's good for us for live. Y'all gotta come out more often, chumps. It's just right here.
Yeah.
I don't know why you don't come over all the time, Frank. Way more fun having people.
Yeah, man, it'd be cool, man. All the, changes. Y'all been out here every week, so you see the shit chats getting a little cooler. Eventually, big ball out here.
Yep.
I don't know why you keep saying that shit.
What?
We're walking yesterday. He's like, there's a little bit of fall nip in the air. I'm like,
I'm ready for
what
it,
the fuck are
dude.
you talking about?
hysterical about it. Right? Go ahead.
I'm ready for it. So bad. But these are the dog days. Feels pretty good.
It only can be worse. That's for you.
It's nice out here. Country. You realize how nice it was.
I think we're gonna have to say something. If y'all been on or whatever, I think we're gonna have to say something to that motherfucker out of Florida.
Get some boo boo. Get some.
The g- Yeah, the adventure race guy, because he's cutting natural erosion shit.
Is that who it is in the background?
Yeah, he's nipping limbs. The guy out of Florida, that posse sheriff or whatever his name is, he's the one that we cleaned up last year. Do you remember the big pile we had? And he was like, we only left 1 or 2. And we're like, here, motherfucker, here's a pile. And he's like, oh, you guys a case of beer. Now he acts like he doesn't fucking remember. And now he's up here cutting shit. I think we really probably should show up at this adventure race and go, hey, who is this? Because for one, you owe us a fucking beer. And for 2, you need to quit cutting the fucking natural erosion shit out. You're going to
Right.
fuck these trails up.
Yeah, they cut several places there.
On backcountry, well, now it's going to wash that shit out. That
Luckily,
tree
they
was there.
stopped on one tree up there because I guess the only reason stopped down it because of the dirt.
Yeah, he started cutting on one side, and then you see he cut the other, and then quit.
Yeah, because it's down. Probably about